25 mind-blowing psychology facts about guys in love. Wondering if that special someone is really in love with you? Well, here are 25 psychological facts about guys in love to help you decide. Imagine what it would be like if there was no love in the world. Love is a feeling that cannot be defined. Love is caring, love is blind, love is a commitment, and love is unconditional. Love knows no boundaries, and love cannot be bought. When someone is in love, you will feel it from miles away. Although attraction can be mistaken for love, you can distinguish between the two by looking out for certain signs. Note that everyone feels love differently, but in most cases, if a guy loves you, he will show most, if not all, of the signs below. Clinging. A guy who is in love with you will feel loved and more attracted to you if you cling to them in front of people or other attractive guys. It apparently increases their self-esteem. Addiction. A man who loves you will become hooked to you. You'll suddenly feel like the center of the universe to him, as if everything revolves around you, breathing, sleeping, eating, and living. Action speaks louder than words. According to psychology, if a man loves you, he would show it via his deeds rather than words. Guys are more at ease expressing affection, whereas females like to talk about it. Flirting. Guys may spend their days flirting with different women, but shortly before they fall asleep, they will think about the one they love, according to psychology. Love and breakup. According to studies, males fall in love and communicate their sentiments of love far quicker than women. Men are also more likely than women to be hurt by a breakup. Jealousy. According to studies, men are more envious of their youthful and gorgeous female partners when they are in love, whereas women are jealous of their affluent and high-status male lovers. Compliments. If a man falls in love with a female and receives her praises, he will remember it for the rest of his life. Respond quickly. When a man is in love, he will always react promptly to his lover. It might be by text, phone call, or simply when his spouse needs his presence. Not responding fast is one of the most telling signals that a man is no longer in love or engaged in a relationship. Flaunts you. When a man is in love, he wants the whole world to know about it. Therefore, he will hold your hands every time he enters a room, strokes your hair, or looks into your eyes in public. While his girlfriend is there, a man who is no longer engaged in a relationship or has fallen out of love may flirt with other women. Always be present. When men fall out of love, studies reveal that they tend to vanish or appear less often than before. If a man is constantly there for you, whether it's for special events or just because you need him, it implies he genuinely loves and cares for you. A man in love will also make you a priority by messaging or phoning to check in on you often. Make you feel loved. A man in love would constantly strive to make his partner feel loved by saying lovely things, encouraging him, caressing him, and sharing his joys and sorrows. You may anticipate a man who doesn't love his spouse to make her feel horrible about herself, or want her to behave like someone else regularly if he doesn't love her. Commitment. Men might wonder even when they are in a good relationship, according to a study. However, if a man loves a woman, he will remain dedicated to her until he feels mistreated or threatened. poking and flirting. According to psychology, if a man is in love, he will often flirt with his spouse. You'll also notice that he's always joking, poking, or tickling his companion. This brings him closer to his spouse and serves as a means of expressing his love for her. Guys prefer to use jokes as if they were buzzwords that only their partners understand as the relationship progresses. Will let you in. When a man falls in love with you, he will gradually open up to you and allow you in. Men find it difficult to express their emotions and will only do so with someone they trust or with whom they have a strong bond. If he opens up to you about topics that are too personal or difficult to discuss, he is in love with you. Your likes are his likes. When a man falls in love with you, he will begin to like everything you enjoy. Your favorite restaurant will become his favorite, your friends will become his friends, and he will learn to share your enthusiasm for your hobbies and hatred for the things you despise. Allow him to share your experiences with you to push him out of his comfort zone. Protective. If a man loves you, he will become very protective of you and will defend you in even the most little circumstances. Men are hardwired to defend the woman they care about. It's in their DNA. Comfortable. If a man genuinely loves you, he will feel at ease in your presence and will not feel compelled to modify his look or demeanor. When he is in love or considers the relationship to be long-term, the continual strain of attempting to impress you will be gone, and his genuine nature will begin to appear. Intercourse. According to studies, 64% of men in love say that intercourse is not the most important aspect of a relationship and that it is secondary when love is developing. Act erratically. People do silly things when they are in love, and if a man is in love with you, he may behave irrationally at times. This is due to the presence of various love hormones in his body, which create energetic or exhausting responses. Keep you all to himself. When a man falls in love with you, he wants you all to himself. He's not going to share you with anybody else. You can bet your left toe. You are entirely his and his alone in his thoughts. Chooses you. If a man loves you, he would always prioritize you above his other options. Even though life gets in the way now and again, you can see the indications when he chooses to be with you instead of watching the game with his pals. You've got a winner if he prefers to spend time with you over going out with his friends. Listen to your feelings. If a guy genuinely loves you, he would pay attention to your emotions and listen to you. He will always want you to be happy, therefore he will listen to your sentiments and attempt to understand your likes and dislikes. Tells you he loves you. When a man is in love, he will want to remind his girlfriend that he loves her at all times. It may be via his words or by his deeds. Simple behaviors such as snuggling after intercourse or just embracing and expressing to his spouse that he loves them are obvious evidence that he is really in love. Respects your opinions. If a man loves you, he will value your thoughts and ideas. He'll also seek your advice frequently, particularly when he's in a tough circumstance. He will also pay attention to what you have to say and consider your suggestions. Honest and transparent. When he is in a relationship that he believes in, a man in love is typically honest and genuine. He doesn't want to jeopardize his connection, so he'll attempt to put all of his cards on the table. Conclusion. You now know the psychological characteristics of a man in love. I hope this article helped you figure out whether your crush loves you or if you're in a relationship worth having. If you enjoyed watching this video, please share it with your friends, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, stay safe and awesome.